So Lexi Hall gives an answer about Chelsea Gray's passing, and I'm not sure Caitlin Clark fans were very happy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. So, as some people may know, Lexi Hall plays with Caitlin Clark, and she's also in the Unrivaled League. And one of her teammates is Angel Reese, and one of her teammates is Chelsea Gray. And I think Clea Copper was also there in this interview in the middle. And the person who asked the question asked about what's it like to play with Chelsea Gray, who's called the point guard. You know how enjoyable it is to play with her. And Angel Reese gave an answer. It was actually a very good answer, especially for Angel Reese. And then I don't know, Clea Copper wasn't addressed to her; it was addressed to Lexi Hall because she had never played with her before. This is what she said about the point guard. Keep in mind, she plays with Caitlin Clark.
Right.
The way she delivers her passes just so different because, I'm used to getting like a right-handed pass, a left-handed pass. And these passes are coming around the head, behind the back, between the legs, like you just don't know what's coming. And that's what makes it so much fun because there's no way you can defend that. There's no way you can get a hand on that when you don't know what's coming. So I'm just excited to see, those highlight reels from this year.
I guess you forgot how she was playing with Caitlin Clark,
I guess, Rob. The behind the back pass one is the one that very strange to me. It sounds like she doesn't, get behind the back passes from Caitlin Clark, and that's one of her specialties, actually. In fact, she has better behind the back passes than anyone in women's basketball history. Now, she doesn't, to be fair, she doesn't do the behind the back or between the legs pass, but I don't think those are as practical, Rob. What do you think? I think behind the back passes are usually you do it because you can't get it there any other way.
Well, Caitlin Clark's behind the back pass is would be like our normal pass. She's not like she's just doing it to be impressive. She's doing it to the situation where it does call for a behind the back pass, and she can make those passes. Between the legs and stuff like that, I don't think she does that because she knows that rather than doing a regular pass, if she does those passes, then they might get stolen and might be a turnover.
Mm-hmm. Now, some people are giving her a hard time about this. Some people said, one broadcaster said it was a dumb answer. She went to Stanford. I'm sure she's not dumb. But you know what? She's got a teammate for the next couple of months. She's just trying to be nice to her teammate. But she's really good friends with Caitlin Clark. So if I was Caitlin Clark, I wouldn't be thrilled about the answer completely. But at the same time, she's just like, that's her teammate. She's got to talk her up. My problem is that I think that for a point guard, Chelsea Gray is overrated. And to call her a point guard when she's never led the league in assists seems really odd to me. I don't think that would ever happen in the NBA. A person would call the point guard and never even lead the league in assists once. Now, she did get 7.3 a couple years back. But a lot of times she just averages like 4 or 5 assists. And Caitlin Clark in her rookie year has, set a record for assists in 1 year. So if she's the point guard, what do we call Caitlin Clark, Rob?
Well, I seem to remember when the first to her teammates, including Lexi, was trying to get used to Caitlin Clark's passes. And so if I was Caitlin Clark, I would be like, oh, yeah? And do like what my old freshman coach, Mr. Viana, used to say, if he's open, hit him in the head. So if I was Caitlin Clark, I'd be like, oh, okay. I'd make a nice little pass and nail her right in the head and say, oh, gee, I guess you used to those overhead passes, huh?
Right. I don't know. I was just like, I thought she went a little overboard. She didn't, with what she had to say in terms of she's like complimenting her profusely, and she's playing with a point guard who's better, who's clearly a better passer. And actually, it's like you're saying, she makes passes that you aren't expecting. And she made it sound like she's not used to that,
Yeah, I don't know.
AK Nation did a video on this. Our friend AK Nation did a video on this, and I could shout out to him. And he did a videotape of Kate Martin being interviewed 10 days into the season. And to her left is Coach Becky Hammond. To the right is the biggest narcissists other than Angel Reese in the league, Asia Wilson. And they asked what it's like playing with her. They asked Kate Martin what it's like playing with Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson's like playing with her nails, and she's saying, "Oh, well, she's the greatest player in the league, best player in the world, and she's the greatest leader I've ever played with." She just played 4 seasons with Caitlin Clark, who led a bunch of 3-star recruits to the national finals 2 years in a row. That's not a great leader. Really not. I'm sure that, Asia Wilson's a great leader. She led her team to 2 championships, the last year and the year before that. But she could have just maybe toned it down and said she's a great leader instead of calling her the greatest leader of all time. So AK Nation said, blink if you're a hostage.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, they feel so much pressure, because you're not supposed to think anything nice about Caitlin Clark in this league, but you're supposed to compliment everybody else freely. But if you compliment Caitlin Clark, you got to compliment Angel Reese. You got to bring into the conversation if it has to do with the new players. If it talks about the league, you got to bring in Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart. You got to bring in everybody anytime you compliment Caitlin Clark. But it was interesting. Neither of these players felt obligated to bring Caitlin Clark into the answer.
Right.
In both the cases, they didn't bring Caitlin Clark into the answer. They could have said, "Oh, Caitlin Clark was a great leader too," or "Caitlin Clark has passes that I'm not expecting either," or "She has great behind-the-back passes," or "She's a great passer too, so I'm used to a great passer." I would have thrown something in there instead of just talking about, "I can't wait to see the highlight reels from this guard that I'm playing with now."
Right.
Let's see who has better highlights at the end of the year, Rob.
Yeah,
I maintain. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, like I said, you'll see. We'll see.
I maintain that I could take one game from Caitlin Clark and have better highlights than Chelsea Gray for an entire season, because I see around 3 or 4 great passes every game by Caitlin Clark, like unbelievable passes that I've never seen before. But
exactly.
I don't know. So, Rob, we got to come up with a name for Caitlin Clark. So we got to call her Universe Point Guard or something. It's because point guard is what we take.
Overall overrated. No, I can't say overrated.
No, for Caitlin Clark. For Caitlin Clark, because Chelsea Gray's already got it.
Yeah.
God, I
don't know.
You can't go much higher than that. I don't know. Superwoman point guard. I don't know what you come up with. Someone's got to come up with a name better than point guard, because you can't have the best passer not have the best name or the highest ranking name. You got to give it to, anyways. Let us know what you think down below about Lexi Hall. I think she was just, trying to make her teammate happy. I don't think she meant any diss to Caitlin Clark, but some fans were giving her a hard time about it. Yeah. So let us know what you think down below. If you like this video, hit the like button, and please share it with your family, friends, and acquaintances. And if you haven't donated to our channel yet, make Rob happy.
Yeah.
And if you do so, hit that notification bell when you do, so you get notified of our next video. And join us for our live show. That's every Monday, except for major holidays, 6 to 8 Eastern time. You can call in for that show, so it's pretty cool. If you want to donate to this channel, you can with super chats and super thanks down below, and there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.